Here are 5 things you should know about North Korea that people may not know. 1. North Korea is the most isolated country in the world. It has limited trade and diplomatic relations with other countries, and its citizens are not allowed to travel freely. This isolation has led to a culture of secrecy and suspicion, and it has made it difficult for outsiders to understand what is really going on in North Korea. For example, the country's borders are heavily guarded, and it is very difficult for foreigners to get permission to visit. Even if you do get permission, you will be closely monitored by the government while you are there. This isolation has also had a negative impact on the North Korean economy. The country is unable to trade freely with other countries, which has made it difficult to import goods and services. This has led to shortages of food, medicine, and other necessities. 2. North Korea has a very high military budget. It spends about 20% of its GDP on the military, which is the highest percentage of any country in the world. This military spending has allowed North Korea to develop a nuclear weapons program and a large conventional military force. The North Korean military is one of the largest in the world, with over 1.2 million active personnel. The country also has a large stockpile of nuclear weapons, and it is believed to be working on developing intercontinental ballistic missiles that could reach the United States. This military spending has come at a great cost to the North Korean people. The country's economy is struggling, and many people are living in poverty. However, the government has prioritized its military over the welfare of its citizens. 3. North Korea is very poor. The average North Korean citizen lives on less than $1 per day, and the country has a high rate of malnutrition. This poverty is due to a number of factors, including the country's isolation, its poor economic policies, and the sanctions that have been imposed on it by the United Nations. The North Korean economy is one of the most centrally planned economies in the world. The government controls every aspect of the economy, from what goods are produced to how they are distributed. This has led to inefficiency and corruption, and it has made it difficult for the country to develop a strong economy. The sanctions that have been imposed on North Korea by the United Nations have also had a negative impact on the economy. These sanctions have made it difficult for the country to import goods and services, which has led to shortages of food and other necessities. 4. North Korea is a very strict society. The government controls every aspect of people's lives, from what they can watch on TV to what they can say in public. This strictness has led to a culture of fear and obedience, and it has made it difficult for people to express their individuality. The government of North Korea is a totalitarian regime. The leader of the country, Kim Jong-un, has absolute power. He controls the media, the military, and the economy. The government also has a large secret police force that monitors the activities of its citizens. This strict control of the population has led to a culture of fear and obedience. People are afraid to speak out against the government, and they are afraid to express their individuality. This has made it difficult for people to live normal lives. 5. North Korea is a very fascinating country. It is a country of contradictions, with a rich history and culture. It is also a country that is constantly changing, and it is impossible to predict what the future holds for North Korea. North Korea has a long and rich history. The country was founded in 1948 after the end of the Korean War. However, the country's history is often shrouded in secrecy, and it is difficult to know for sure what happened during certain periods of time. North Korea also has a rich culture. The country has its own unique language, music, and art. However, the government tightly controls the arts, and it is difficult for artists to express themselves freely. North Korea is a country that is constantly changing. The country has undergone a number of reforms in recent years, and it is unclear what the future holds for North Korea. However, one thing is for sure: North Korea is a country that will continue to fascinate people for years to come. I hope you find the following facts interesting. Enjoy the video and take a chance if you can visit North Korea.